Hi, this is Jeffrey Kerr, Kerr Financial Group, and today's Wednesday, July 10, 2024. I want to touch upon inflation, the CPI, and then a brief comment about Powell's congressional testimony yesterday. First of all, inflation and CPI. CPI is tomorrow morning for the June number, and the forecast expectations are for 3.4% year over year inflation. One of the biggest components of the calculation is housing. Now, you would think that to get a housing number, you do some sort of scan or screen of housing sales and prices across the nations and maybe weight it or whatever it is. Nope, we don't do it that way. We look at rents. So it's called the owner's equivalent rent calculation, which is somehow tied back into housing. And again, it's 34% of the calculation. The logic behind it is just baffling. Any case, some other things going on. Used car prices are coming down. I saw the part of the forecast is that lodging away from home, so hotels and like that, that's coming down. But again, 3.4% year over year. As we've said before, try to point out this inflation number is then pointed towards interest rate cuts later this year if inflation gets down. The forecast, the Fed's goal is to get towards 2%. Not sure we're going to get there, but that's the goal and the stated guidance. So Powell yesterday, I thought had a couple of comments of interest. One is rate cuts are not appropriate unless inflation comes down. And I think that's kind of sending the signal. But on the other hand, he's speaking out of the other side of his mouth, saying if we wait too long for rate cuts, that could weaken the economy. And then another thing he said, well, there are other risks besides inflation. So beautiful testimony and statements by a bureaucrat. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and I'll be back on Friday with some more updates, from the number, and then also I think it's important the market's reaction to the number, and we'll go from there. Thank you for listening. Please continue with the comments and questions, suggestions. Thank you again. Goodbye.